One of the main characters in the story of the Desert Fathers is always the desert itself. The desert is both really dangerous, but at the same time it's beautiful, vast, and it's filled with God. And so the most interesting thing is that the Desert Fathers and Mothers who go out and live in the desert, they find that even though the space around them is empty, it's filled with the things that they find inside themselves, because the canvas around them is so blank and open. I'm Samuel Kaldas, and this course will be the wisdom of the Desert Fathers. We're going to look at the lives and the writings of the earliest Desert Fathers, St. Anthony, St. Macarius, St. Pachomius, look at the way that they lived, and we're going to focus especially on the ways in which they talk about the human mind. Things like the passions, desires, sins, virtues and vices, and the different remedies for those various struggles that we have. In this course, we go back as close as possible to the actual people, right? So we look at the letters that they wrote, or the sermons that they gave, or the instructions that they gave to their communities, and really try and get to know them as real people. And we can kind of, when we read their words in that way, I think we kind of come into it's almost like a teacher-disciple relationship. One of the benefits of studying their actual writings and getting closer to them in that way is that you find that even though the world that we live in is very, very different to the world that they lived in, the human mind and the human soul and the human spirit are still exactly the same. And because they went and lived in the desert, they found that what was inside them, things that were kind of hidden, became much more obvious and able to be healed. And so reading the Desert Fathers in that way can actually help us to gain a lot more insight into our own brokenness. I think, the main benefit spiritually that I get out of reading the Desert Fathers is they teach me how to know myself better, and that's very compelling.